UFC Fight Night, UFC Vegas 97, Burns versus Brady takes place this weekend, and I'm going to go through the full card breakdown and in detail predictions, starting with the early prelim opener of Zagamantis Ramaska versus Nathan Fletcher. I'm going to go with I'm going to take this. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to take Zagamantis Ramaska over Nathan Fletcher. Nathan Fletcher's good. I just think this other guy who's explosive on the feet, Nathan Fletcher can leave openings. Left an opening against Dominic Wooding, who caught him on the chin. He lost to Khan Offley, which isn't a good look. Offley just got destroyed by Marin Santos in the finals of Tough. So you know what? I'm going to take him over Nathan Fletcher. Ramaska over Nathan Fletcher. He's long, rangy for the division. He's good. He has KOs. And he's been KOing a lot of people recently. Lots of them. So you know what? I'm going to go with... He just beat a guy named Usmanov. Beat him by majority decision on Tough. And I think he's overall well-rounded. And Nathan Fletcher's just a bit small. So you know what? I'm going to take Zagamantis Ramaska. It kind of reminds me of Garam Kutaladze versus Jordan Vucenic. In a way. I think this guy's a bit rangy and has power. Nathan Fletcher, he's a good heavy wrestler. He's a featherweight. This guy can make welterweight. Ramaska. So I think he wins. We move on. Up the card. Andre Petrosky versus Dylan Budka. Let's just keep it straight here. Petrosky, I think, is better in the striking and better in the grappling because he's got subs. Petrosky, we've seen it again and again. He has good wins over these guys. And I don't mind a loss to Mikel Pereira. And I don't mind... he got KO'd by someone's hip. Malkoon's hip. But Dylan Budka... This guy doesn't wrestle. He has wrestling. But he couldn't hold down a glory kickboxer who got back up. This guy's a college state wrestler. And he couldn't do that to a kickboxer. I don't care what this guy does, or whoever he is, he's not beating a single guy on the roster ever again. In fact, he'll never get a win on the roster, because he might get cut after this. Petrosky wins. We move on up the card. Jacqueline Amorim versus Vanessa Demopoulos. I'm going to go for Jacqueline Amorim. Again, I think she's better in the striking than Demopoulos, who keeps getting the robberies decisions. Don't get me wrong. Keeps getting these robbery decisions. I just don't think that she's gonna... Demopoulos, I just don't think is good. I don't think she's good anywhere. Jacqueline Amorim's powerful. She's got decent striking. She had a good win over Corey McKenna, who is alright. Beat Montserrat Conejo Ruiz. And she got the win there. And then she lost to Sam Hughes. But Hughes can be a hype killer to these prospects that we might have. So I'm going to take Jacqueline Amorim. I think she'll get the job done by KO on the feet. We move on up the card. Gabriel Santos versus Yiza. I'm going to go with... This guy's beat absolute cans. Lost to Young Lee by split decision. Young Lee isn't great. This guy's a huge can crusher. I'm really tired today. Yeah, he's won and road to UFC, but Gabriel Santos, I think he's honestly alright. He got caught by David Onama which isn't a good look, but Onama just beat Jonathan Pierce. Onama's alright. Was looking good in that fight, got caught for an uppercut. But they went for a split decision with Lauren Murphy where he could have won on short notice. Could have won the fight. It could have went Murphy's way. Murphy just beat Barboza. So you know what? I'm actually going to take Lauren Murphy. I think I trust him more here. I'm going to take Gabriel Santos, I meant to say. Gabriel Santos, I think he'll get the job done here. And get it done by decision on this Yeezaw guy who's a can crusher. We move on up the card. Andre Lima versus Felipe dos Santos. I'm gonna go with I don't really like Felipe dos Santos, man. Mel Cap's not that great in hindsight. He's not. I'm trying not to cuss in this video as well. I'm not here and there, but I'm trying not to. He's not great, you know. Felipe dos Santos isn't great, but he did alright against Cap. He was explosive. He did well on short notice. Beat Altamirano, where he arguably could have lost. I think that Lima can wrestle with him. He beat Igor Severino, who bit him. Then he beat Mitch Raposo with leg kicks. I don't know how that was a split decision. It should have been. So you know what? I'm gonna go with Andre Lima. He can wrestle. He can do that. He can poke you at range. And Felipe dos Santos, I think, is a bit wild. And I can see Lima catching him on the chin, coming in or something, being like an Alex Pereira, Yuri Prohaska type KO in the first fight, except an actual finish. We move on up the card. Isaac Bulgarian versus Brendan Marotte. Brendan Marotte, New England cartel type guy, just not that good anywhere. And yeah, you're not Calvin Kattar or Rob Font. Those guys are two top guys right now on losing streaks. Fair play. Two decent guys though. So I'll pick him. I'll take Isaac Bulgarian, obviously winning this one. Got robbed against Christian Rodriguez. I think he'll win. So yeah, I'm gonna take Isaac Bulgarian's pretty good with the grappling, really good with the grappling. Destroyed Francis Marshall, and then he has good stand-up as well. And Marotte got destroyed by McKinney. So whatever, we move on up the card. Isaac Bulgarian will win this fight. I'm really tired, man. Really, really tired. I think Isaac Bulgarian gets it done. Brendan Marotte got smoked by McKinney. Not a good look. We move on up the card. Ovince St. Preux versus Ryan Spann. OSP is OSP at this point. He's washed. He's always been washed. I'm gonna go with, for fuck's sake, Ryan Spann. Will you lose 4 in a row? I'm gonna take Ryan Spann. If he switched on for this one, he'll win. Because, he beat guys he was looking good against Guskov, but Guskov is really good, and he beat him. The Smith fight could have gone his way, maybe. And the Krylov, I don't mind a loss to him. He beat Kutalaba, who's explosive, more explosive than OSP. And he beat Reyes, who just bounced back. Good win. So you know what? I'm probably going to take, I don't fucking know, Ryan Spann, I guess. Because OSP, he beat Nizuchukwu. But he arguably could have lost that fight. And Shogun split decision at this point is not a good look. Linz destroyed him. Linz isn't much of a KO artist either. And Spann is, so I'm going to take Ryan Spann. We move on up the card. Rongju versus... I'm going to go with Rongju. I like Rongju's I like his 2.0. I like Rongju 2.0 here. Because I like his road to UFC fights, getting a lot of finishes. I like that he has the confidence now to move forward and be Rongju not Pussy Jew. That was in his first UFC run. He lost to Rodrigo Vargas. Pretty much did nothing the whole fight. I remember that one clearly. And then he lost to Ignacio Bahamondes. Got choked out. Not a bad loss, but still not great. He beat Brandon Jenkins, but it wasn't. In that fight, compared to the Jenkins fight and the road to UFC fights, you can see a difference. Confidence difference, IQ difference, skill difference, compared to the two versions of Rong Zhu. And I think he'll get the job done over Chris Padilla, who, what's he done? Beat James Luntop. Yeah, I don't rate that anymore. Because Luntop just lost Borshev. He's basically known for being tough. And he was never really that great. He was also a can crusher, so I'm going to go for Rong Zhu. First round KO looks great. It looks really good here. We move on up. And he's got good grappling as well, Rong Zhu. It's not like he's just a striker. Got good grappling. Trevor Peek versus Yanel Ashmouz. I'm going to take Yanel Ashmouz. I like him a lot here. I think he's a better version of Trevor Peek. A lot better. Trevor Peek is just not good. Not good at all. I like Trevor Peek. I'll root for him here. Yeehaw! Trevor Peek. But he's not going to win. Charlie Campbell whoops him over 3 rounds. Shepin Mariscal whoops him over 3 rounds. These are good guys. But you can also fit, Ashmouz in that mix of names that I just mentioned. And his only good wins are trash guys. Chris Gonzalez, he beat Eric Gonzalez. I'm looking at another guy here. I looked at Chris Padilla's record, and it said Chris Gonzalez. It's in my brain. I'm really tired. I need to sleep. He beat Eric Gonzalez. Good win. Not good win. Terrible win, but he won. And he beat Yahya, but he didn't beat Muhammad Yahya, just beat him. He didn't KO him or even drop him. Pathetic. Terrible. Ashmouz a win. Plus, he had a broken arm against Duncan, and he still looked good in that fight. Showed toughness, and he KO'd Patterson. I think he'll win. TKO. We move on up the card. Matt Schnell versus Alessandro Costa's off. That fight's cancelled, so whatever. Matt Schnell moved to bantamweight. That's what I have to say for you. And Costa fight, I don't fucking know. Alex Perez. We move on. Up the card. Kyle Nelson versus Steve Garcia. I'm going to go with Kyle Nelson over Steve Garcia. Steve Garcia, I just don't think will win this one. Kyle Nelson's just been looking really good lately. He's holding up the Canadian guards for the male of Canadians. Let's be honest. Recently, he's been looking great. Recently, he's been looking really good. Bill Algeo TKO'd him. Oh, what the fuck? I just felt a sharp pain in my freaking on my thigh. Don't know what that was. Don't know what that was. I'm gonna go with Kyle Nelson. He beat Fernando Padilla. He beat Big Builder. Lost to Jai Herbert. Made it close. Kyle Nelson just... I don't fucking know. Drew with Doohoo Choi. Lost to Corntil by KO, but Steve Garcia also got KO by Mahashate. And yeah, he's been on a roll of good names on a record like Shai Lan, Chase Hooper. Lots of good names. Sungwoo Choi, Melchizedek Costa, but he's open on the feet. And Kyle Nelson, I think, is better. He's got a full cap here for Calvin Kattar. I think he'll win with a counter KO as Steve Garcia comes in. We move on at the card. Jessica Andrade versus Natalia Silva. I'm going to go Silva. I'm shocked they didn't make this the main event. I'm going to go Natalia Silva, though. I think she's a lot better. Than Jessica Andrade. She's been looking good lately, Jasmine Jadavicius, she destroyed her. Bleda destroyed her. Victoria Leonardo destroyed her. Andrea Lee destroyed her. Arawaho, competitive but easy win, let's be honest. I think she'll whoop Jessica Andrade and skull her for 3 rounds, maybe even a KO, because Andrade has been down before and got KO before by Yan Jiaonan, Zhang Weili. So you know what? Even Blanchfield would beat her on the feet. Erin fucking Blanchfield was beating her on the feet. Silva should win this. It's not like Andrade grapples. That's mainly the threat for Silva, and I don't think that's going to be much here with Andrade. So, yeah, we move on. Up the card. Gilbert Burns versus Sean Brady. I'm going to go with Gilbert Burns. I want to pick Sean Brady, you know, but I kind of don't. Because I want to pick that underdog. But, I mean, I just don't think Brady is I think Burns is too powerful for him. And if Burns still has it, just a bit left, I think he can knock out Sean Brady and put him out. Brady can grapple with him, and I think if it does take place in the grappling, I do favor Sean Brady. We've seen him against Craig Jones and Gilbert Burns against Craig Jones. You know? Yeah. I just think Brady. Gastelum doesn't really have the BJJ off his back. He doesn't really have the BJJ off his back. He doesn't have those stuff that Gilbert Burns has to keep awareness on the ground. Be aware on the ground. Like I said, I think Brady can control Burns. But when it's on the feet in the first 2 rounds here, Gilbert's got the power to put him out. We see that against guys like Chimaev. We've seen that against, not JDM. He did good against JDM. I don't think he can take down Brady here. But I think Burns' power is enough to catch Sean Brady and put him out. You know what? I'm actually going to take Gilbert Burns. Catching Sean Brady. Bilal fight, he did alright with one arm. We see Brady cover up against Bilal. Michael Chiesa nearly beat him, break his nose. I'm going to go Gilbert. Like, subscribe, thank you for watching.